We're going to jump into the Alivast Oracle now. And we're going to read a couple of these. It is a bit late. Thank you so much for sticking around with us, guys.
No problem. I'm actually going to have to bounce in just a minute to get set up for some stuff.
Can I get you to read The Eagle Squeaks by the Bear real fast?
I would love to do that. Can I have a link to this?
Yes, you can.
Oh, sorry. I posted a dumb shirt that I found.
Eat, sleep, jerk off. Fortnite, jerk off, jerk off. Fortnite, jerk off. Receive key to the city. Repeat. Interesting. Yeah. Where can I buy it?
You can buy it on streamlabs.com/store/ whatever my store is.
That's fun.
Okay. Am I reading it in character or just?
You can just read it as yourself, man.
Okay, sure. Is it the jousting tournament one?
Yeah. The Eagle Squeaks by the Bear.
The Eagle Squeaks by the Bear. The jousting tournament of champions continues on as this weekend as the many fan favorites. A knight that has, in the past and in his glory days, would win championship after championship. Valithia's golden boy, Sheik the Bear Argo, lost his battle against Philip the Eagle Dalfa from Tracadia. The Eagle was able to win by the skin of his teeth by knocking down the Bear for a final score of 16-15. This year looked hopeful due to the Bear making it to the tournament rounds of championships. It's been over 7 years since he has graced the circle, losing the last 2 years to Minnie, the boat-faring Northlander Sota, 23-10 last year and 38-10 the year prior. While the victory against the Bear was a tough one for it only gets harder from there. They are scheduled to face off against Oral the Martyr Leans from Nomeria this week to see who will continue on in the division. From here on out, they will.
This is a complete parody of Bosco Sports.
Oh my god!
I can't believe Bosco's not here to read this with anger.
From here on out, they will have a hard road ahead of them, with jousters like Indy, Horseman, Applecess, Leos, Goatface Angel, and the looming Newt Patrioteer Englis from Eltmer, the 5-time champion, still in the running for the championship. The Eagle will need to pull out his A game and not rely on luck, some loyal Valethians claim.
Football! The double door! Simone Galbraith Laundry Services. Reasonable rates for starching and ironing. Simple tailoring done upon request. Simon Galbraith Laundry Services. I can't believe you fuckers did this. Harry! Alrighty, thank you so much for swinging by there, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
I think me and Connor gotta do the letters. We gotta do the letters to the Lady of Livrosea, though.
Of course. Yeah. Okay, have a good rest of the stream. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Where can they find you? Are you gonna be streaming tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue doing Daughters of Ash. I think I'm gonna see how that goes, and if I don't pull my hair out by the end of it, then we're good. Yeah, I'm Octopimp everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, the whole shebang. Be well, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, dude. Thanks for swinging by.
No problem.
Bye.
Dear lady, I struggled with loneliness for a long time. Was very introverted, never went out much. But recently, in the past year or so, I made new friends. I do really like them, but I feel like we don't interact as much as I want to. And I always feel out of the loop of a circle. Thanks to them, I have improved my social skills a lot, but I'm still very poor at starting or initiating conversations. How do I get better at it? Do you have any advice? Sincerely yours, Timid Tiefling.
Dear Timid Tiefling, I love you. Some of us aren't great at starting or participating in conversations. I know that when I get to talk to people, I sometimes run off a bit and they can't get a word in edgewise. I just get so excited when I have someone to talk to. But you may well feel like you can't say what you want. The solution is practice, and not worrying about making mistakes. A secret is listening. Listen to what others are interested in. Make a mental note, or maybe use that as a conversation starter to engage them on something they enjoy. But put your own thoughts in the mix. Don't just parrot back what they've said. Let conversations grow like a tree. And they can reach unexpected heights, though sometimes you may need to prune some branches or add some fertilizer.
Dear Lady of Livrosea, there is a new guy where I work, and I thought we might get along because we're about the same age. But he is arrogant, overbearing, self-important, and so full of himself that he just oozes out even when he's not saying anything, most of the time. He is always looking down his nose at people, and it is infuriating. I want to take my broom and smack him off his high horse. But I know that's not the solution. What can I do to deal with this guy? He brings out the worst in me sometimes, and I don't like arguing with him. But that seems to be what always happens. Signed, a mad maid.
Dear Mad Maid, I love you. Sometimes we just don't gel with some people, and when they're very self-focused, it can make things difficult. You may feel the need to attack to maintain your position, but I urge you to be consistent and treat him in the way you wish to be treated. Put yourself above the pettiness of his arrogance and maintain a calm and balanced perspective. I have been reading some old poetry written by devotees of Orthoc and found one you may enjoy. Keep this in mind when you deal with your coworker. What is like a smelly fart that, although invisible, is obvious? One's own faults that are precisely as obvious as the effort made to hide them. The 7th Orthoc Lama, Toxkir Zedzalix.
Yep, that's pretty damn close to what it was. All right. And now, dear Lady of Livrosea, we've got a copy of your paper recently, and while it was pretty waterlogged, we were able to read enough to figure out that you're a very important person in the city of Alivast. You okay?
Yeah, I just hit my head on my fucking lamp.
Oh,
Come on.
shit! We haven't been to the big city yet, but we're just recently sent our sweet little boy there so that he can find someone who can help him. He is a very special boy, and not really very worldly at all. But we knew he couldn't get what he needs staying on the oyster farm. Could you keep an eye out for him? He's making friends easily, but we're afraid someone might take advantage of his good nature. Signed, Pensive Parents.
Dear pensive parents, I love you. I'm so glad that your son has such a loving family. My family sent me to Alivast because they felt I needed help too, so I can really empathize with him. Unfortunately, I don't get a chance to meet people very often, but if I do meet him, I'll give him a big hug and let him know just how much he's loved. I'm sure we get along great if that ever happens. Your son is good at making friends. I'm sure he's already found some wonderful people already. And when he arrives in the city, he will already be rich in friendship.
It's not untrue. I love that that's Zen's parents. And the one before it, I think that was Meryl. That's good.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god, there's so many good ones here. Oh my god, who drew this? The boxing one. This is fantastic. Tomorrow, come see the excitement. Sailor Strong versus Slim Jim Bean in the Strong Mustache Wax Boxing Tournament.
2 gold per ticket? That's highway robbery.
Hey. We're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Yeah, not bad. Whoever drew this art, this is amazing. I absolutely love this design. They look fantastic. Admin Smokehouse and Sons. Fine cheeses and cured meats. Cow, goat, sheep, aurochs, yak, mare, and chicken cheeses. Sausages made from beef, horse, yak, llama, giraffe, alligator, deer, elk, moose, cragcat, chicken, and other more exotic meats in the lower crafting district. That's good. This is... Construct clubs excite young transmuters. Ooh. It's really cool art there as well. I'm so sorry. It's just late. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
The mini crab mech. That's so cute. Who drew this? The art in this one is fantastic. Dolly's Pastries, new recipe from Ruba. Churros deliciousness on the go. You want to read the heist of a brand new gambling den? Thousands lost. Very short here, dude.
Oh boy, here we go. Where is it?
Top right.
Yes. Heist of a brand new gambling den. Thousands lost. Last night was the grand opening of a new gambling den in the entertainment district. Said to be the first of its kind, the den was tailored exclusively to members of the higher districts and the ultra-rich, touting a no-limit gambling policy for all games. The dwarven businessman, Mr. Banks, was expecting to clear 2,500 gold on his opening night. Wait, no, 25,000 gold on his opening night. A feat that would have been remarkable. Instead, he lost 50,000 gold to various patrons of his establishment. It was thought to be a miraculous turn of fate until it was uncovered that it was a deliberate plot. The next day, Mr. Banks had his wizards go over the dice, cards, and all other gambling equipment. It was then discovered that they were all blessed items of Tel and Torah, giving the patrons a winning edge. The Alivast City Guard are now investigating how such items were smuggled into the establishment, who was ultimately responsible for said event, and why. The items could have been smuggled in a number of ways, from magic used to disguise the magical items' auras to the potential bribing of gaming wizards who are meant to prevent such cheating from occurring. The who is a difficult question. Guards speculate to pull off an operation of this size would take 11 to 13 thieves. Well, I get it.
Yeah, it's good. Keep going. Keep going. It's good shit, though.
Well trained in the art of deception and magic. As for the why, Mr. Banks had a notorious reputation of being a cutthroat businessman. Numerous former business partners claim to have been hoodwinked by the man and lost their savings and businesses. Guards are continuing their investigation into what may be the biggest heist in Alivast history.
Until you've seen Patty Grimtongue steal your girl.
No.
No, don't be that.
Greatest heist is in Alivast history is when I steal the show.
Oh.
Hello, Questers. Today is a bit more experimental as we talk about the wacky world of potions.
Pip's questline, toiling and troubling.
Potions are a big part of any adventurer's bag, most commonly that of the healing potions. Well, it's cheaper to grab up some of the lesser healing varieties, also useful to grab up any greater healing if your wallet can stand it. Of course, you can also get potions with variable effects, such as water breathing, move faster, or even in the odd polymorph and invisibility ones. It's my dog, sorry. Occasionally, you can find them on adventurers too, though it's much more dangerous to consume them without knowing what they do. If you do happen to find unmarked potions, take them to the nearest wizard and they can identify them for you, but be warned, do not use these unknown potions unless you are in dire straits and are willing to bet on it saving you, or you can end up as a rat amongst some predator creatures. You can also create your own if you have a skill, patience, and time to do such. Have a book of potion recipes with you and the handy ingredients with you, and you can give it a shot. Though most potion components can come from monsters too, so try to harvest monster parts when you can. If you can't make them yourself, give these parts off to your local wizard or potion maker and see what they can make for a little extra coin. That's good. Alrighty, this
That
was...
voice is something else.
I wanted to do a kobold. I'm trying to do like a kobold voice. You get what I was going for?
It reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Don't know what, though.
I don't know. I was going for something else.
I want to try and do different voices. I don't voice act that much. All my characters are dead.
Wow, mine too.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Man.
No, your guy's alive in Helsinki. Actually, Alucard's alive too. Alucard's currently in Brazil, having lots of sex. Like a lot of it. I haven't stopped.
Like a lot of sex.
I can't stop fucking.
I live to someone stop me!
Somebody stop me!
They call him Cuban Pete. He's the king of the rumba beat.
When I play the maracas, I go chick,
chicky boom, chicky boom.
If I could have actually had him do that to all the Nazis and KKK guys. Dun 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 dun. Oi! Dun 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 dun. Oi!
God, The Mask was such a good fucking film.
God, I sometimes think about that. I'm like, never remake that movie.
They made a sequel. It was bad.
Yep. Ace Ventura 2 was good, though.
It was. It was really good.
Everyone loves a slinky! Slinky, slinky, slinky!
Well, because it didn't make it 11 fucking years after the first one.
Yep. Connor bad. Oh my god, there's so much amazing art here. Love in the air. Oh, spring. A lovely time of year. I remember first coming here from Eltmer in the spring where everyone was fresh and new, and I had the world ahead of me. Now, as one of the few married workers of the office, there's so much to tell about. I walk around the Druidic district and I can see the young couples walking about, and I see potential, like a wizard going through school. There's potential in these couples. Though I do have a bit of advice for these lovely couples. As the old merry woman here, just take it slow. I was a lady the whole time. Gotcha! Hey, Gregor, how's it going? Dodge Melon tryouts next Thursday at 7:45 p.m. Marcus Suite.
Oh.
Marcus Suite Rec Center in the Lower General District. What? We have a rec center? Oh, we own so much.
The Marcus Suite Rec Center. Fuck.
You want to read Taking the Leap? Oh, actually, no, that one's a little bit wordy. You want to do one more, dude, before we head out? Your choice? Dealer's choice there, sir.
Let's see. I will read. I'll read Fight Pit fans welcome new venue.
Okay, let's do it, dude.
Fans of sporting combat in Alivast have no shortage of options. From the formal dueling grounds of Avon and the energetic arenas of Vetreon to small out-of-the-way venues operated by independent guilds or even individuals. With the weather warming and days lengthening, outdoor venues are gaining popularity for people wishing to see a sporting spectacle. One of the new venues that is gaining a small amount of popularity is the Fight Pit located behind the Sweet Dragon Tavern.
Woo!
Woo! Shill! This particular ring is a fairly unpretentious affair with a sunken fighting floor and simple benches around the periphery for spectators. There are some things that set it apart, though, mainly the staff of the facility itself. At the door of the tavern is often seen Vel Rockfist, known as a minor star in some of the other fight pits around the city. She sometimes enjoys a match or two in her own home ground, and her presence lends a professional air to the establishment. Another more dramatic presence is that of the bartender, Helga Shieldmaiden. Though she has participated in some festival fight pits, she is essentially retired from the arena, and with a few drunks who have tried to goad her into a match have found themselves unceremoniously ejected by the bouncers, or even Helga herself. If the person is lucky, it will be one of the bouncers. The most interesting part of the establishment is the healer required by regulations for all official fight pits. The Sweet Dragon boasts a rather interesting little construct that some have assumed was a joke until they were in dire need of healing. While it is often unorthodox, he frequently speaks about Oriara, its patron, and it's more than effective at patching up a fighter after a bout. The action at the Sweet Dragon tends to be almost as eccentric as its staff, with a group of masked young women claiming it as their home base. These women call themselves Las Luchadoras del Diablo Verde.
What?
And practice a very unique form of grappling that involves dramatic throws, leaps, and strikes that are very dramatic in execution. They're not very proficient, and it is apparent they are still learning the craft. But what they make up in skill more than make up in energy. I assume that's what they lack in skill. They more than make up in energy.
Yeah.
Seeing them practice is one of the highlights of this particular arena, when there aren't any live matches.
Thank you so much to everyone who contributed here. And of course, guys, don't forget to check out Intelligence Check, the fantastic crossword puzzle. My goodness. Now, the credits for this...
Start doing these.
Saichi Evie, Karia Rhine, Froggy's Mom, Jim the Rabid Cow, and Pwy Suit 47. My goodness. Thank you so much, you guys, for making this amazing
stuff.
Newspaper. I was going to say Oracle? Oracle? Newspaper. Thank you for making this amazing newspaper. This is so much fun every time. Fantastic work again to everyone who contributed to this.